The Secret of Mary Magdalene. Was Jesus really married? The hidden truth for centuries. An ancient secret. Books that never made it into the Bible, and documents that could change the entire history of Christianity. Could it be possible that Jesus Christ was married? Was Mary Magdalene just a devoted follower, or was she his secret wife? Why did the church erase or hide certain ancient texts? And if these secrets are true, what else have we not been told about the history of Christianity? Who was Mary Magdalene? Why is she so important? Most people know Mary Magdalene as a woman who repented from a sinful past and became one of Jesus's followers. But this is the image that has been promoted by the church for centuries. What is the reality? Was she just a disciple, or did she play a much more significant role in Jesus's life and mission? Some non-canonical Gospels present a completely different picture. In these texts, Mary Magdalene is not only one of the closest people to Jesus, but she is also portrayed as someone who had special knowledge of his teachings. In some of these texts, it is even suggested that Jesus shared certain secrets with her alone. But why? The lost Gospels, and what the church doesn't want you to know. In the 4th century A.D., the church decided to accept only 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, as official texts. But the truth is, in the first centuries of Christianity, dozens of other Gospels were circulating among Jesus' followers, which were later discarded. Many of these texts provide a completely different perspective on Jesus' life and his relationship with Mary Magdalene. 2 of the most important of these texts are the Gospel of Philip and the Gospel of Mary. In the Gospel of Philip, Mary Magdalene is described as the closest person to Jesus, and there is even a passage that suggests Jesus kissed her on the lips. While some scholars see this as evidence of a romantic or marital relationship, others interpret it as a spiritual metaphor. But this is not the only evidence. In the Gospel of Mary, Mary Magdalene is not just a simple disciple, but appears to be the one to whom Jesus entrusted special messages after his resurrection. In this text, Peter, one of Jesus' main disciples, is clearly upset and asks Mary why Jesus gave her such knowledge. Why didn't the church accept these texts? Was the truth suppressed? One of the biggest questions is, why were these texts removed from the official Bible? Why did the church later try to change Mary Magdalene's image? Many historians believe that the early church, in the 4th and 5th centuries, selected texts that aligned with its official doctrines. If these alternative Gospels had been accepted, the official image of Jesus and the role of women in the church could have been completely different. In the early centuries of Christianity, women played a much more significant role in Christian communities, but over time, the church systematically reduced their influence. The transformation of Mary Magdalene from a spiritual leader to a repentant sinner might have been part of this process. Is there evidence that Jesus was married? In 2012, an ancient papyrus fragment known as the Gospel of Jesus' Wife was discovered. This papyrus, written in Coptic, contains a passage where Jesus supposedly says, "My wife, Mary." This discovery initially shocked the world, but later some scholars questioned its authenticity. Moreover, in Jewish tradition at the time, almost all adult men were expected to marry, and it was extremely rare for a man, especially a religious teacher and leader, to remain unmarried. This has led some scholars to ask, could it be that Jesus followed the norms of his time and married? But this aspect of his life was later erased from official narratives. Conclusion: has the church hidden something from us? These questions still remain unanswered. On one hand, there is no direct proof that Jesus was married, but on the other hand, there is evidence suggesting that the official narrative provided by the church may not be complete. Could it be that Mary Magdalene was more than just a disciple? Was she actually Jesus' wife and a key figure in spreading his teachings? Did the church suppress this truth to diminish the role of women in religion? What do you think? Do you believe that the Church has altered history over the centuries? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this is an incredibly fascinating discussion. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, because we have many more controversial topics to cover. Until the next video, take care.